Hey, it's Joddie Taylor of SnackySays. Welcome or welcome back to my podcast, the SnackySays podcast. Today I am chatting about three resources that I think are inspiring or may give you ideas for your small business or content creation, for whatever you're into. These are just good sources of things that will make you think. They made me think. They made me consider how I might apply these three things to my content creation or funding my content creation. Let's hop on into it. It'll make sense in a second. So, not in order of importance. First up, Email Collab Collective. I am not affiliated with Email Collab Collective. Ruth Ridgway sent out an email the other day and mentioned it. It's currently a wait list, but it's kind of like a pen pal club, but not. So you get paired up with someone and you both share the other person's content or information with your list, your email list. So you've probably seen this before in my mind because it is a wait list. So I have not looked into what this is going to look like when it's fully formed. But you've probably seen people do collaborations. Like my friend Chisoma and I have done a few collaborations. I did an email takeover of her email list. We've worked together to do like a reset challenge. So in my mind, that's how it's going to work. In my mind, check out the website, check out the link if you're keen. I think it's very interesting to be paired up with someone you don't know, but maybe you have similar audiences or strengths. Again, I don't know exactly how she's going to do it, but if you're remotely interested, click on the link and check it out. It's currently a wait list. Again, I'm not an affiliate. I just think it's interesting and it's perhaps worth checking out. Number two, I have two YouTube videos for you that I watched a few weeks ago that I found really inspiring. They have similar titles, so bear with me. The first one is from Dora. This was the first one I watched. And it's called How YouTube is Changing My Life with Less Than 500 Subscribers, Tips for Introverts. So when I watched Dora's video, I was like, this is brilliant. The less than 500 subscribers title really drew me in. So she covers like what she's learned over the years. And at this point, I think she had less than 200 subscribers. This was 7 months ago, 5 months ago. And she now has 12,500 subscribers. So it's just interesting that she was just sharing her story and her journey and things have taken off in just 5 months. As of now, that video has 287,000 views. That wasn't really my main point. My main point was because I watched the video, I probably listened to it before I went and saw that her numbers had exploded. And I was like, oh man, this is so amazing that she's highlighting the things that she's learned during her YouTube journey. And what I got from this video and the other video I'm about to mention is it's not always about how can I monetize my YouTube channel. Both of them highlighted the things that they've learned and how it affected other parts of their life. So the second person, her video, and this is Camilla Ray, her video is entitled How YouTube Changed My Life with Less Than 500 Subscribers, My YouTube Journey. And Dora mentions Camilla because she was like, I was inspired by Camilla's video. So then I went and found Camilla's video, which I think Dora may have linked to, watched it, same thing. So in Camilla's case, even though she didn't make money with her 200 subscribers or so, she was able to get other jobs with the skills she learned from being a YouTuber. And she actually ended up going to school, I think, for digital marketing. Very, very interesting to me how you can start out with one thing and influence other parts of your life, but maybe not pan out the way you might think. Like, oh, to be successful, a successful YouTuber, you have to have hundreds or thousands of subscribers, which at the point where both of these women recorded their videos, that just was not true for them. Camilla Ray now has 29,100 subscribers and her video got 373,599 views. Her video is from July 30th, 2023, so almost a year ago. Last but not least, I want to share a new to me newsletter. It's on Substack as well, and it's called Grants for Creators. This just blew my mind. This concept never, ever, ever occurred to me. When I think of grants, which are, I think of grants as like paid support. It's kind of like a scholarship for non-students, for business owners. I think of like, I don't know, let's say you have a bakery and you get a grant for bakers. Somehow I just never applied that to podcasting. And I came across a post, someone restacked a post on Substack and said, oh, grants for podcasters. And I was like, what? I can apply for grants? I already applied for 2. I started with the free subscription, and actually I'm going to read their description because it's really good. So grants for creators, and that's on Substack, and I will send you a link, or you can go to grantsforcreators.com. So it says, why subscribe? Grants for Creators is a monthly newsletter curating grants and other funding opportunities for creators, founders, and small business owners. Grants featured are U.S.-based only. While free subscribers access a handful of featured grants monthly, paid subscribers get access to our full newsletter with 100 plus awards and additional playlists we create for disabled persons, podcasters, filmmakers, journalists, and more. So in the less than 2 weeks that I've been subscribed to this newsletter, and it's probably been a week that I've been subscribed to the paid version of the newsletter, I can attest they have like, and this is not everything I'm talking about in this podcast episode, there are no affiliates. I'm just sharing. They easily have 100 plus grants, and it runs the gamut. So filmmakers, journalists, artists, visual artists, writers, nonfiction writers, just fashion creators. It's just runs the gamut. Now, if you don't want to subscribe, of course, don't subscribe. You might be thinking, but I could Google this. Yes, for sure. You can Google it. You can use something like ChatGPT to give you a list. You can get very, very specific. Like, I live in Arkansas and I make crochet art. You can be very, very specific and see what's out there for you. I saw, of course, it sticks out to me because I'm of Jamaican descent. I've already seen at least 2 grants that are for Caribbean descendants. And descendants? Yes, descendants. So it can be really, really, really specific and can be specific to your region. Now, it is US based only, but I have found things that say like not only California, but LA or a certain neighborhood in LA, Los Angeles. I'm making this up, but there are very specific examples like this, like a certain neighborhood in LA at these 2 community centers, for example. If you are in that area and you are a member of certain centers, then you can apply. Most of the grants I've seen are free. Some do have an application fee. I love it, and I wanted to recommend it if you're interested, whether the free or paid version. Again, I think you could do it yourself, but if you don't want, if you're like me and you'd like that entire list and to be able to go through it at your leisure, sure, go for it. Okay, I said it'd be short and sweet, right? That is it. If you enjoyed this podcast episode or any of my podcast episodes, please share with a friend or 3. That is my ask. I say it so much that maybe if you've heard my voice before, you're not even hearing it anymore. But please do share with a friend or 3. And if you haven't already, please subscribe at joddie.substack.com. That's JODDIE.substack.com. Thank you so much for listening.